Let's begin with the basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then they will only receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the Blacken, and the one who deceived everyone else will graduate. And the killer really is one of us, right? Of course! Okay then, everyone close your eyes, and whoever did it, raise your hand. Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand? Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick? Uh-oh. What's going on with those pictures? I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they're dead. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier. What? Oh god. Their ghosts haunt us to this day. Friendship penetrates? Okay, but what about the other empty seats? There are only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats? Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here technically can fit 16 people. I don't think that's the right answer, but I think we'll learn about this later on. Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin. It's about to begin. The debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed. I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me. Everyone's lives are on the line. Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does this get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right? Fuck you. I know it's you, motherfucker. I know it's fucking you. I know it's fucking you. That's right. Makoto's room is the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need? Hold on a sec. Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial? Well, we could talk all we want. It's not gonna change that conclusion. Fuck you. I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself. Yeah, Kyoko knows I didn't do it. She's smart. Like, you really believe that, man? Dots. She's right. There's got to be a breakthrough somewhere, just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. There's a bit more to learn about non-subject behaviors. Would like to? Not at all. I think it's going to tell you that you're going to have more statements to shoot at now. Also, this is my favorite, like, trial, like, non-stop debate music. Gets me pumped. That beat in the background. So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us? Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did in secret when nobody was in the dining hall. And then he went and stabbed Sayaka with it. So he really did it too? So he really did too? Yes, it has been decided. We've reached the end. Guess not. No matter how many times I print this up, they won't fool me. Okay, there's still only one statement to shoot, so obviously. I'm sorry, if I haven't explained myself, I'm trying to like say the counter in Japanese. I know it probably sounds bad, but that's the Japanese phrase for like, no, you're wrong. I'm trying my best. I don't know. I think definitely for sure the Japanese voice actors get into it more. Like I think like the default Makoto is like, you know, oh no, that's wrong. But like when you play through it and like do it in Japanese, they're like, Sonoichi Gondo! It's like, what the fuck? It's like, calm down. Like they're actually like firing a bullet at you. It's like, oh, shut the fuck up. That's wrong. Okay, wait, hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen. Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want. Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina? Huh? Remember what you were telling me earlier? Well, I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying that the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah. Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct? Yeah, that's right. At any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall? No, I don't think so. You don't think so? No, he definitely wasn't there. The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall, but I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife. Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together and lying to protect each other? Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why do I get involved in something like that? Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear if there is an accomplice. Do they also become blackened? So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murderer is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate. So, in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance from profiting from it. Then there's no way anyone would work together, right? But what if they did work together and they just didn't know about the rule? Good grief, enough already! Oh, no, okay! There are no accomplices in this case! Oops, did I just say that out loud? Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer! Okay, so then who did take the knife? Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she did say she was in the dining hall. No way! I swear it wasn't me! Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that? I can. That's right, Sakura was there with me the entire time I was drinking my tea. I hate to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's me. Right. How do you not know everybody here, like, already? You've already been spending, like, 3 days together, like, Jesus. There's, like, only 15 of you right now. Like, what the hell? I feel like that's, like, scummy to, like, not know the 15 people you're with for, like, 3 days of spending time with them. Like, but then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife, man? Actually, no, because, well, just spit it out already. I stayed in Hina's room last night. I got so scared of those creepy videos, I wasn't really thinking. I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have an airtight alibis. You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations? We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned rooms. So, I don't think that's a problem. It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome! Unless it's Deku and Ochaku. That is the most wholesomest couple as of the years of 2018 and 2019. It's okay for them to be in a room together. But I'm a girl. What? You are? Oh my gosh, I am so sorry. Oh, he thought Sakura. Oh, jeez, Taka, my man. Oh, man. You're lucky you're not getting decked across the room right now. But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there? Actually, there is one other possibility, right, Hina? Oh, yeah, that's true. One other person did come in the dining hall while we were there. It's probably Sakura or Sayaka herself. Why didn't you say so in the first place? Well, because they're not here anymore. Someone who's not here? Are you talking about Sayaka? She's the one who came to the dining hall, and then later she wound up dead. She grabbed the knife. She had the knife because she was gonna kill someone. Sayaka? Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was, obviously, we just deduced it, Soka! Then Sayaka's the one who took the knife. That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight into the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely, then the person who took the knife was the victim herself. I'm sure she took it for self-defense. So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her. Nani? See, he did do it after all. No, I didn't. Stop fucking. No, you're wrong. So that's how you would twist the argument and send us all in the wrong direction. You possess the most terrifying talent. Damn, if I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's gonna die. Hold on, it's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say? Because, you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. They cleaned it up. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer. Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about? Something was missing from the scene of the crime that, by all rights, should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? Soka! That's right! There wasn't a single hair on the floor! So the culprit removed some evidence? Yes, and if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all my hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair in the crime scene if the crime scene is my room. The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace of that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not? No, if that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just the hair. Ha ha ha! Yes, very true, very true. Like, literally, you don't know what the hell is going on, buddy. Just stick to your anime. Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground? The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there. Wait, then that means... Precisely, it's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are not one and the same. Then Makoto isn't the culprit? And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it? What do you mean? It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto? Why are you always making me answer? The killer struggled getting into the bathroom, and the evidence that proves it was, what, the doorknob? Soka! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right? Huh? The door... Like, the doorknob? What doorknob? The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed and the doorknob's about ready to fall off? Oh yeah, true, but what does it mean? In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion. Yeah, why would I struggle getting into my own bathroom? So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it. But it's a guy's dorm. Do you not understand? You don't need to break into the guys' bathrooms. They're not locked. You still don't see. Okay then. Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand. Look at that smirk. Kyoko said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice at first, but is that the key point here? There's a bit more to learn about the non-stop debate. Okay, now this is definitely gotta be where they actually add more statements and you can screw up now. They don't add more bullets, but I think they add more statements now. The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was the first attacked in the main room. That's true. Then she fled into the bathroom. Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom. At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it. Nope. It can't lock. Soichigando! I am a boy! I don't have a locked bathroom. It can't lock. The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with locking bathrooms, right? Yes, now that you mention it, that is true. Then why didn't your bathroom door open? It's because it was stuck. Huh? What are you talking about? Oh, interesting of you to say that, because you didn't know at the time. Sorry. My bathroom door doesn't fit the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that. Yep, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door, oop, boop, 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 that's not lucky at all. Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't even locked is definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right? That is a definite possibility. And fuck you. He's like, oh, if there's ever evidence that anybody else is the killer, he's like, oh, you know, you definitely did it. You definitely did. But then it's like, when I throw concrete evidence that I didn't do, he's like, it's, you know, possible that you're not the killer. Okay, alright. I don't want to admit that I'm wrong, because I'm, of course, the ultimate prodigy. Whatever. Fuck you. Byakko can suck my goddamn toes. So the killer would have had to be someone who didn't know they switched rooms. Then Makoto couldn't have done it. Yeah, finally! Some people are getting some sense now. That's what I've been trying to tell you. Okay, then who did do it? Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe that she would open the door for anyone. Well, that's exactly what happened. What if her being scared was a lie? Exactly! Exactly! Huh? Nani? What the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that? I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me, can you still deny the possibility? There's something I want to talk to you about. Just the two of us. In 5 minutes, come see me in my... Oh, there's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay? I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded it top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appeared. So she wrote a note on my notepad. Oh man, I totally seen people do that in detective shows. When you write, you can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. That's why you rip it out first, and or you rip out the page underneath. But I don't like doing the rip out page underneath because that's a waste of paper. Unless you're gonna use it. But I rip out the page first. If I'm gonna like give it away to something, or like if it's in public, you rip out the page first, so that way when you write it down on like a table or something, it won't imprint. Oldest trick in the book, ladies and gentlemen. It actually works. It's surprisingly. I've actually done that before. It's quite interesting. I know I'm sounding it's like some phenomenon. It's really not, but when I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip out the paper before I use it from now on. It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room. Huh? Which means only one person could have been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it. Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night. So Makoto, did you write this? No, I didn't, but of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature, Sayaka's signature. Why would she sign it? Oh, I guess because you need to know if you're visiting someone's room, you need to know who it is. Then that note, Sayaka wrote it? But why? Why would she write that? The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under the door and let them know she wanted to meet with him in secret. If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist? Of course, I'm only at the 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me. Of course. Oh, what was I thinking? You would never fall for such thoughtish behavior. But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they were at all involved with what happened. Huh? What makes you say that? Would you like to hear what I have to say? No, not at all. Actually, no, I don't care. Very well, then pay attention. I just start snoozing off. Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? In the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room. I see, so if someone read that note, then they would have gone into Sayaka's room. Exactly, the room that Makoto was staying in. So in other words, if someone did read that note and did what it said, they would have, oh, whatever. It certainly would seem that way. The reason the killer went in her room... wait, the reason the killer went in her room, despite what the note said... It must be because, yeah, switch rooms, specifically saying my room, read the note, they would have gone to Sayaka's room. Nope, they would not have gone specifically to my room because we switched nameplates. They would still go to my room, not Sayaka's, because we switched. Because I think Sayaka did that. The nameplates on mine and Sayaka's rooms got switched. They got switched? That's right, the nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate in Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's. So what you're saying is the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room. Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up in Makoto's room, where Sayaka was. Plus, the rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. I don't remember going over all the way down this hallway. You like switch nameplates with someone like down the hall from you. I don't remember this room being here. And the one who switched the nameplates was, well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto? Right. Okay, then who did it? Well, there's one other person that knew we switched rooms. There's only one person that could have switched rooms. The killer. It was obviously the killer. Soka! Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about switching rooms. Whoever she invited over came in and attacked her! We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit! Actually, that's true. But we still don't know who the hell that is, you goddamn idiot! Sayaka found that the killer... Sayaka fought with the killer in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in the initial struggle. Yes, I think you're right. Then we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right? That reminds me, there was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight? I mean, I don't know. It's on the floor and there's scratches on it. I think someone just probably scratched their back with it or something. I don't know. Oh yeah, what's the deal with that sword? Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist. I got it, because she got hit with the sword right there on her wrist. I see, so the truth draws ever closer. Alright, Lynn, it's about time to solve this mystery. Like, we gotta solve this mystery, gang. Like, am I glad that we're out here and that he's in there and that he's the sheriff and that we're frozen out here and that we're in there? And I just remembered we're out here. What I want to know is, where's the caveman? Oh my god. The sword was used first and then the knife came afterwards. Is that really the order? No, because there's scratches on the sheet. When the fight broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword. And that's when the first blow was dealt, man. It was not a sneak attack. It was a sneak attack against the killer. Like a man. Actually, no, I don't think the fight started with the sword. Huh, like, why not, man? Because the sword sheath had been scratched. See, there's a gash in it, like someone cut into it with something sharp. Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first. Yeah, it is. And who had the kitchen knife, boys? I think I get it. So that's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden somewhere, and they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself, but then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after she broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it. Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself. What? How the hell can you think that? Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes that clear. The palms! Her palms were clean. You're talking about her palms, right? Her palms and hands were perfectly clean. So I don't think she ever picked up the sword. How can you know that just by looking at her palms? Because the gold rubs off so easily. There's no way there would have. And I don't think she'd just go over and wash her hands during the middle of a struggle. Like, maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the... Like, why? She's like terrified, about to get like stabbed and murdered. And she's like, I gotta wash my hands first real quick, fam. Also, there was blood. Don't forget, there was blood on her index finger at the end. So Unless, like, she washed her hands and then bloodied her hands. I don't know. Whatever. Sorry, but I don't think so. Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly? No, I think you're stupid. That's what I think. No, it's not that at all. There's no way Sayaka washed the gold coating off her hands because... Oh, wait, the water was off. You can't use the water in the room anyway, so... Duh. According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime. I can't go pee-pee! What if she had to tinkle in the middle of getting murdered? But hold on, if that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was... The one who damaged the sheath could have been none other than Sayaka. She dealt the first blow. Sayaka, she had the kitchen knife. But we already said that the attack started with... The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense. Then the one who attacked first was... Sayaka! I don't know why this is a surprise to anyone. Everyone thought she was like an innocent... I'm sure she was like, I want to kill someone, I want to get out. Everyone thought she was like an innocent person, but like after seeing her video and like addressing how much she wanted to get out, she clung to the desperate need to kill someone and get out. I don't know why that's so shocking. Everyone's like, oh, you know, she's a nice girl. We can't, she's the ultimate pop sensation. She would never commit to murder, even though I literally had a conversation with her about like, I'll do anything to accomplish my dreams or whatever, like even murder. It's like, I don't think you should say that here, fam, but... Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this. No, far from it. It's almost as if she had been planning to commit murder on her own. Nani? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was that so she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not? Yeah, that is what she was trying to do. Sayaka wanted to... On me? Dots. That would also explain why she switched the name fence. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing a murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew that she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away. There just aren't any clues. Oh my god, what are we gonna do? So I don't know. Like, man, you underestimate my power. There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message. Wait, what did you say? The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? Oh, that's right. Because he probably didn't see it. He's the only one that didn't see it. Because he's like, oh, I'm going to just leave the crime scene. And she's not going to write my name on the wall. Damn it. It's no use. I just don't know. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Like, it hurts, man. I feel like I could be a detective by playing this game. Like, am I... Dots. Rotate the image 180 degrees. Exactly. Like, I don't know why it took her saying that to, like, everyone to be like, huh? Rotate it? I think maybe I see something. Oh my god, now I see. She wrote down the killer's name. Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto the who did it. So, whose name did she write? Sayaka's dying message reveals the killer's name. Oh my god, this one was so fucking easy. Even a children could solve it. Fuck you, Leon, you did it. I'm done. Rest my case. The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 100. Damn, if only I was not stupid and just tilted my head. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N, or more accurately, Leon. What? What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look more like my name. If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence? Huh? You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of? The evidence that Leon tried to get rid of, I know, was... his shirt? His shirt, right? Because he has a button-up shirt. Soka! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found lying on the ground in the incinerator, right? As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it in the incinerator. But one piece burned off and got left behind. and the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon? Whoa, 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 whoa! You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You need a key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right? Interesting. What? No, that's wrong. There was another way that they used the incinerator without being the one on cleaning duty. And that's exactly what proves that Leon is the real killer. Is it really impossible to destroy evidence without getting the trash room key? It's not impossible because you threw the ball at the button, my guy. My guy. You don't have to get close to the incinerator, my guy. My guy, you're done. It's over. Case closed. Just get the closing argument ready, baby. Hold on, I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key. But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you? Yes, you could. If you use this. What is that, some kind of glass ball? It's busted as hell. Like, actually, it's supposed to be a crystal ball, but, oh man. But how would you use it? The killer had to use the glass ball in a certain way. He had to throw it. And who better to throw a ball than the ultimate baseball star? Case closed, ladies and gentlemen. The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through the gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit the switch and the incinerator would come to life. Someone threw that through the gap in between the gate? Remember what you said before, Hifumi? Huh? Someone turned on the incinerator? Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off the last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy. Not impossible for your skill, my guy. Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so, because the killer is the ultimate baseball star, baby. Can't go doing your music career, can you, motherfucker? Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon? Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now? A target 30 feet away would surely be a little challenge for the ultimate baseball star. You can't be serious. I'm not the killer. These goddamn shit for brains got it all wrong. I'm telling you. You still won't admit it. Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make the crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this. I think that's everything. Alright, let's do it, boys. Oh yeah. I think I better take one more look back at the case from the beginning. Last night, the killer went into the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with a knife she had taken from the kitchen earlier. But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist. And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. But they didn't realize that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in the victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there. But the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he'd left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw, but the killer had the confidence to take the shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area. I imagine a sign of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burned away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, so they left behind a piece of indisputable evidence. Isn't that right, Leon? Complete! It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there and tried to wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said? Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories. You need evidence. Where's the evidence? Without evidence, it's all bullshit. It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it. I'll try my best, but I'm pretty bad at rhythm games. Ba ba bam ba 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 boo beep ba bam boo beep ba skibby ka boo cha ta pa ka ka. Oh, final strike. The toolkit. Bam. Your toolkit was used, my brother. End of story. The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them. I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right? Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside of them, man. Like zoinks. That must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere. But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used. That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought it was Sayaka's room. Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there. Okay, so whose toolkit did the killer use? Stupid, stupid! If they had to use their very own, it had to be their very own toolkit. Stupid, 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 stupid! Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used. Stupid, stupid, huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why. And let me say this right now. I lost it is an excuse at this point. Stupid. Oh shit, his brain's going into malfunction mode. So, have you got a rebuttal? Have you no rebuttal? Then it would seem we are finished here. My god. Man's lost his marbles. Oh boy. I wonder what I got. Probably an F. Hell yeah. I did it, boys. 99 coins. I'll take it. Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have the lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to get punished for something so minor, right? Dots. Okay, then let's get excited. Yeah. Who will be chosen as the Blacken? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Sorry, Leon, you just been downvoted. Brah. Get played. Uh-oh, looks like you all got it right on the money. The Blacken in this case, the one who killed Sayaka, was none other than Leah Kawada. Dots. Still like losing his mind over there. Huh? Oh, hold on a second. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka? I don't believe it. Son of a bitch! What the hell is wrong with you? I didn't have a choice. Yes, you did. You went to your own room after the struggle. You went back to your room, got your toolkit, and busted into the bathroom. You had literally a whole probably 5 minutes to make a choice whether or not to kill her, and you still did. It was not self-defense at that point. The first act was, like, you could have self-defended, left the room. It all just would have been, you know, some tension between you two, nothing else. But you decided to go back and finish it off. You have no excuse. It was kill or be killed. So that's why I killed her first. None of you are any different. One wrong step and you'll be the one standing here. It was complete chance that I wound up like this. It was just unlucky. That's all. Hey, come on. You expect me to just accept death? Dots. Everything has become clear. The decision we made was right after all. But when I think about it, honestly, I'd be better off if we'd gotten it wrong. Because if what we came up with was really the truth, then the truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But fuck, I'm sorry. Doing Leon's voices hurt my throat. Even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind. It's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her, and the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. Now we're trapped here, with no way out. They're probably waiting for me. I can't afford to be stuck in here! The one thing that was more important to her than anything else. Her dreams. Her friends. To have to see something like that happen to them. And Sayaka. I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it. Even some things that weren't so pleasant. And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So, when she said, no matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you by my side. She needed me to not rat her out. She was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. I told you! Man, women are thoughts, man. Just trying to leave? Kill someone and pin it on me? Excuse me? Excuse me? I don't think so. You don't need friends. You don't need family. We just need anime. And then you're good to go. I'm sorry. I sound like a dick right now. Is that why she talked me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. Because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that. Boy howdy! The entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships? She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside, she's descended into pure madness. What did you say? I understand, really, I do. Yep. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love, the stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us. This is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that? All of it? Everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly, in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma, but that's enough. As angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. No, Makoto, I need to get laid at least once. You're the only ones, at least with some brains in this thing, except for Dickhead over there who keeps talking about how cool he is, but really he's not. He just likes to read books, and he owns a conglomerate, whatever the hell he said. As angry as I was... Oh, I already said that. Okay. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure it would leave a bruise. If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. That's... Damn it! Ah, that was a close one. I thought for sure you were going to give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment, you did. Now then, since you're so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackened Leah Kawada will receive his punishment. Punishment? You mean execution? Whoa, wait a second. I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her. Yeah, that's right. I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense. How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she'd shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back into your own... Exactly. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong? You had a many number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. Is that not because you had... Is it not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder? No, that's not... Stop it. I've had enough of this. Oh, are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? He killed your precious Sayaka. Do you understand? I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either. Because the one to blame is him. Swa? If it weren't for you, this never would have happened. Or Sayaka. Or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation. The mastermind. Uh-oh, did you awaken your sense of justice? Well, it just so happened that there's nothing more unethical than the unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetrate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you? Just shut up. Okay, well, anyway, more importantly, let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for, the punishment. I'm begging you, please don't do this. No more begging, no more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it. Stop, please. Now then, I prepared a very special punishment for Leon Kawada, the ultimate baseball star. No, 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 no. Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time. No! Game over. Leon has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Uh-oh. Taking him to the bathroom. Uh-oh. This is gonna hurt. Hurt a lot. The 1000 blow. Oh, why'd you start him in the dick? I like how Monaco is. Yikes. What we saw, that was just the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it? Woohoo! Extreme! Man, my adrenaline is pumping right out of control. What? What's going on? I can't take this anymore. Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it. Well, hey, if you don't like it, all you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. But that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that. Boop, 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 boop. Man, fuck you. What the hell are you... what the fuck are you doing all this evil shit to us? Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful, secret society type guy. Or in this case, a dark, awful, secret society type bear. So, so why are you putting an why are you putting an understanding young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal? It seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. It's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible. Hey, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together. You piece of shit. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground. Oop, boop, boop, boop. You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. Of course you can't cut free of the outside world, being trapped in this insane place. You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of the school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it wonderful how we all get to live here forever? What are you trying to say? No. I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden in there. Just like before. Anyway, let's get the Blackened's punishment. That's what everyone's waiting for, after all. Are you saying someone's watching this? When they say everyone, who exactly are you referring to? Sorry, I said everything I've got to say. I need to save some of the fun for later. And just like that, he was gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. Dots. Dots. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone. Their voices dead. But it was in that moment. Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? Can I... Is it toe time? She moved in close and whispered in, boys, it's toe time. Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. Dots. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? Dots. I'm surprised you figured it out. I told you before the class trial started, you had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool, becoming such an easy target like that. Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's the fact that you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why, as she was dying, she was thinking of you. She wrote Leon's name. She was thinking that if she couldn't get out through murder, she wasn't gonna let Leon get away with it. She was like, she didn't want, what she's, I think, trying to address is that she didn't want me to die. Or, like, at least the other people as a whole didn't want to die to Leon. She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure, and we can't ask her now. Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you. What? The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she would never have left the message. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who had killed her. That's certainly one possibility. but I don't think that's what it was. She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you, which is why her plan failed. That's why, because like if she had the full element of surprise, I'm pretty sure it's easy to stab a knife in someone's gut, and then it would pretty much be over by then. But it was a moment of hesitation that she had, and that gave Leon the chance to counterattack. Her hesitation attracted failure. It's almost ironic when you think about it. Dots. Why are you telling me this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward. Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free from such a desperate situation. Move past their deaths? I could never do that. Dots. No. I'm going to carry them with me for the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. Dots. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you. As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile. Oh, I think she's hopping on the Makoto train, you know what I'm saying, boys? By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh, well, I'm psychic. Huh? Kidding. I just have pretty good intuition. Oh man, that gets me. That hits me right in the heart, man. That's cute. Chapter 1, To Survive. The end. 12 students remain. I like how we all just completely forgot about Junko. Item got. You received the Despair Bat present. Dots. 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 Whoa. Time to go to bed, I guess. Dots. Do I leave? What do you want me to do? What am I doing here? Dots. Dots. My room is filled with dots! I don't know what to do! Panic mode! Dots! Nice! I was totally not ready for that. I'm sorry. Oh my god. Oh wait, do we have to wait? Is she still? Oh, and she's not there. I'm sorry. That stupid coin got me. I was like freaked out, like dots, 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 and then coin. Nice. You can't hit me with the coin like that, fam. Dots. It's gone. Dots. She really is gone. Dots. It's almost like there was never anything here to begin with. Every last sign of Sayaka's existence had disappeared without a trace. It's just like he said. After the class trial, before we took the elevator back up, Monokuma told us. Oh, I almost forgot. Since the class trial is over, I'll go ahead and dispose of all the corpses. It's okay. No need to thank me. Just seeing your delighted, smiling faces is thanks enough for me. Oh, you know, Monokuma is the real G. Hear me out. At least he cleans up the bodies afterwards. Thank you, Monokuma. I appreciate that. I appreciate the stuff he does for us. All right, he supplies our food. He cleans up the bodies. We're good. He's a good guy. After all, nobody wants to look at a rotting corpse every day. That can't be good for your health. I didn't even have time to mourn Sayaka and Junko's deaths. Okay, at least I mentioned Junko. I'm sure that's exactly why he did it. It's a bad joke, a sickening dream, but I have to accept the reality of it all. I headed back to the dining hall to meet up with the others. Alright, my weeaboos, that's gonna do it for chapter 1. Hope you're enjoying this playthrough. The train is picking up, baby. It's picking up. We're picking up the speed now. Probably after like chapter 2 or 3, it's gonna get derailed. Become a hot mess. But a good hot mess. A fresh, steaming hot mess. Anyway, hope to see y'all in the next one.